I'm here with Cody Web. He left hoof prints all over this place today. It was really incredible to watch. Cody, talk to us about your day.
Yeah, honestly, it was really enjoyable. Pretty grueling race, just constant beat down out here. Like, no rest, very little rest. First nasty pro split, it was me, Cooper, and then Quinn. And I didn't really see anyone else behind us. And so I got up that first in the lead and tried to make a push to get away from those guys. So I looked back and they kind of faltered a little bit. And that's when the arm pump settled in. And it was like going down the roads one-handed, like hand in the air, shaking out. The arm pump wasn't coming out. And obviously I can't hold on tight enough with my right wrist because it's so destroyed from when I messed it up that like I don't get that bad of arm pump. But like it was still even coming in that hand. And finally, second lap, the bottlenecks was crazy for I think it was all the AVEC guys in the first pro split, and got rid of the arm pump. And from there, man, it was just no mistakes and cruised through it. But it was still grueling. Like the heat, the dryness out here, and you know, it wasn't a crazy long race for the top guys in pro, but it's just so dry. You're still getting dehydrated, and my hands were no blisters or anything, but another 2 laps and I'd have been roached.
How hard was it?
Like technical wise, it wasn't crazy hard, but there's just no rest out here, so it made it way harder than what it actually was. So grueling, tons of chunder, loose rocks everywhere, you know. And then even on the single track, you want to get going out of something and just everything's unlevel, weird random rock angles, and trying to stand as the most I can. But you know, it's tough when you come out of these sections and your arms are pumped up. But yeah, really great race, had an awesome time. Black flag up the finish, awesome. The downhill was sick. The uphill, loved it, all about it.
Well, you look smooth all day. What does it mean to you to be able to come out here and win another regional round coming off the 2 premium wins?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's great to take the regional race here, and I won the 2 premier ones. And you know, a lot of the big name guys weren't here, but I mean, all the other riders are still really good, and things don't happen or you have an issue, like they can easily come in there. So, you know, those guys were keeping me honest there in the beginning, and then once I got away, I tried to keep pushing hard and make the best of it, and basically just treated it as a really good training session for sure.
Training day for Cody. Nice work. You're the man.
Thank you.
I'm here with Louise Ford, our pro women's winner today here at the Moab Hard Enduro. How was your day, Louise?
I actually had a blast today. The pro women's class, we didn't ride the A in the pro splits, but I did hear that it was like similar to what we were riding, so that makes me feel a little bit better. But I actually really enjoyed just like finding a flow today and getting through everything. I made like minimal mistakes and kind of just tried to keep powering through. The first and the second laps, I felt like I had really good energy, and then I finally started to get tired on the third. But there were some bottlenecks on the second lap. But I love Moab. I love riding here. I really like the traction on the rocks and going over rocks, so I felt like it was my type of racing.
Well, it seemed like you liked it. You had over an hour lead at the finish, so obviously you got skills on the bike. How hard was it, and what was the most challenging part about your day?
I would say that there's just like a lot of features that were on a sandy hill where you really had to find traction, and then once you got onto the rock, you had to trust that you could keep the traction because the rocks have so much traction out here. So it was kind of like you build up your momentum, get to the rock, and then you can kind of cruise for a while. And like for me, I really controlled the clutch and the throttle to not like loop out or anything, but keep the rear tire exactly where I wanted it.
Trials chick.
Yeah, trials really helped out.
Well, you rock, Louise. Nice work today.
Thank you. Thanks so much for your guys' help and having this series. It's awesome.
All right, I'm here with the young Canadian Brandon Petri. Rode well all day, and today was his first podium with the US Hard Enduro Series. Brandon, talk to us about your day.
Yeah, it was a hectic day. I sucked the first hour. Man, like I was going so slow. I think I was like 6 minutes down on Quinn and a few minutes down on Cooper. Me and James were kind of battling for the top 5 there. And yeah, where I finally was able to make up some good time was in the bottlenecks. Really was able to slow them down, and I was able to pick my way through good. And yeah, once we were all together, it's probably the craziest battle I've ever been a part of. All 4 of us just going back and forth for like 2 hours, wheel to wheel. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was gnarly. You were in third, and then you were in fourth, and then you worked your way back up to second for the end of the race. How did you get back past all those guys?
Yeah, so Cooper was in front of both of us, and he really got hung up in this one bottleneck. But me and Quinn kind of broke away, and then we went back and forth probably 5 or 6 more times after that. And just right before the finish, where that guy fell off the cliff yesterday, I really sent it off the cliff before that and jumped over the log, and we kind of bumped right at the edge of the cliff, but I just squeaked by, and yeah, luckily I was able to hold him off till the end.
Wow. And what was the most challenging part of your day today?
For sure, just the first hour. Like, I really struggled to get into a fast flow right off the bat, and yeah, just really finding my groove was the hard part.
Once you found it, you were on rails. Nice ride, Brandon. All right, I'm here with Corey from SmartCarb. Top 3 in the pro class. We're all running SmartCarbs today. Corey, talk to us about the carb and what it means to have all 3 guys on the podium running your carb.
Oh yeah, man, it was a big day today. I mean, for us to sweep the men's pro class with 2 of our Factory One Sherco riders, Cody Web and Brandon Petri. Awesome day for Brandon, be second place. You know, a huge deal for him. Quinn Wenzel, he's been a long time trying to get on the podium this season, and so to have him up there, those 3 guys riding with the SmartCarb, big day for us, so we're really excited. Had another smattering of some racers, Hallie Marks, the pro women's. We had second in Youth Light or Youth Plus and a few others, so yeah, it was a big day for us here.
Well, congratulations. What makes the SmartCarb shine in this environment?
Well, the air density compensation is kind of the biggest thing that people look for, because they can come to these different venues where they don't have to change their jetting, as it were. So it takes part of the challenge out of it for them, lets them focus more on their game, get ready for the race, those kind of things. Fuel economy is another thing. We kind of had a coup, at COM with Cody and being able to get in front of Tristan and pull it out. And we had Brandon here today. He didn't really even have to stop and pit for fuel, and he's attributing, his second place to the fact that he was able to save some time.
Right on. Very cool. Well, your carbs look cool, and looks like they perform well also. So thanks for being here, and keep charging.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
A little bit about what was that altercation about, and what were some of the things that you had to say back to this guy?
I don't know. We probably shouldn't comment on that. Couple, colorful words.
Did you have any moments out there today?
Not really. I felt pretty good, maybe a couple times, but I was just keeping her on track and plugging away, pushing forward. So,
how long has it been since you've had a podium at a US Hard Enduro?
Since I was born, yeah. It's my first one. No, I got a 4th. That was my best one so far at Ohio. Well, if you're counting the fall series, which I wasn't, but I won those, but I wasn't counting those.
What does it mean to you to earn a podium out here, especially on the West Coast?
Yeah, for sure. Like, it means a lot. I don't have a great track record riding on the West Coast. Like, I don't know, but lately I've been putting in a lot of work and felt good at King of Motos until I got lost, and felt really good out here. And yeah, I was running second most of the day, and then Cooper and Petri caught up at the end, and we battled her out to the finish and had to settle for 3rd, but we'll take it.
100%. What was it for you what is it that's made you break through and kind of have access to this new level of success? You've been riding really well. You look good on the bike, fitness, mental. Talk to us.
Yeah, I've been training a lot back home. I got a new training partner, my teammate Hayden, so we've been hitting it hard. We ride 3-4 days a week. We ride trials, we mountain bike, so that's been helping a lot. And if you put in the work, eventually it pays off. But yeah, just really wanting to get my intensity up. I feel like I have the skill, like the technical skill to kind of back it up, but I'm always just like, I don't have the intensity, I don't have the longevity that I need to really get up there where I should be. So today I felt good, and I was pushing, and I was able to break away from a couple guys that are usually usually beating me, or we're usually close. So yeah, it was cool. I was chasing Cody for a bit, and it was the longest I've probably ever followed Cody in a race, so that was kind of sweet. So yeah, I just felt good. It was going well.
What was the most challenging part of your day, and how hard was it?
Most challenging part of the day, for me, it was trying to get through the bottlenecks. That's kind of how I got. That's kind of how the guys caught me at the end there, and man, we were inching through, like battling within the bottlenecks. Like one dude would get an inch, and then I would get an inch, and like we were trying not to run people over, but it was so gnarly, and like, yeah, dudes were everywhere, and that was challenging. So I mean, we probably would have cruised through all that stuff if there wasn't bottlenecks. So probably the most challenging part. And as far as difficulty, it was a good difficulty level. It wasn't anything like, it wasn't like a tough like roar where you're just like trying to make it through. Like we were able to get out there and really race this stuff. It was techy, it was choppy, couple good trials hits. It was pretty perfect. Last canyon was sick. Really liked that. Nice and hard. So yeah, we could make it a little bit harder. I think that would be good.
Well, you rode well all day. Got to give you props. Congrats on the podium, and see you at the next one.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you guys.